Computational thinking occurs before using a digital device. It is the understanding of how and when a computer can help solve a problem. I relied upon approaches and processes of computational thinking to solve an illustration brief. My task was to illustrate lyrics of a song. I knew a computer would help me incorporate the original track alongside my illustrations.
I'm not looking for someone to blame. I just think it's time that things have got to change.
Using the two-step process of computational thinking, I first considered the steps needed to solve the problem. These were carefully listening to the song and decomposing the lyrics into parts I could represent, thinking how best to represent the lyrics, which included logical reasoning and abstracting extra detail, choosing the medium I would use, collaborating with others to extend my ideas, creating, experimenting and tinkering with the images I made. I cut words into individual letters in order to create the effect I wanted through stop-start animation. This thinking and planning happened before I used the computer, yet I needed the understanding of how I could use a computer. The second step of computational thinking is using technical skills to get the computer working on the problem. This required me to repeatedly photograph the letters in different positions. I then imported these photos into iMovie alongside the audio track. I then experimented with the length of the frames in order to make judgments on how the images complemented the audio.
I'm not looking for someone to blame. I just think it's time that things have got to change.
Many sources promote the use of meaningful cross-curricular links in order to improve the effectiveness of computing education. Teaching computational thinking offers great cross-curricular opportunities as its processes are in fact transferable skills. Children must develop their ability to make predictions and justify them. I will encourage children to answer the question why throughout the curriculum. Externalizing their thinking process makes children more aware of their thoughts and encourages them to explore them in more depth. This is very useful in consolidating mathematical methods. Children can practice breaking activities into a sequence of steps and rules in PE. For example, I may ask children to create algorithms for how to throw a ball. Then I could ask the children to compare algorithms. This allows children to explore the concept that there is more than one way to solve a problem. Children often break down tasks into smaller parts, for example when planning stories. Also, when creating artwork, children often create a background, foreground and middle ground. Design technology projects are a great example of breaking a complex task into more manageable sections. I will develop children's abstraction skills during music or dance lessons. Children will be invited to create their own piece and will need to remove any unnecessary components. This can be enhanced through recording a piece of work and editing it on digital software. I may introduce finding patterns and generalizations through open-ended maths investigations and then lead into finding more effective ways of solving problems in Excel or Scratch Junior. I will highlight to children that they are continuously evaluating and making judgments. They do so when they respond to their own work and even when they are selecting products in a shop to buy. Through providing children with a chance to practice this skill, hopefully they will be able to develop it. It is important to utilise the approaches to computational thinking in order to achieve the processes. The national curriculum shows the importance and power of computational thinking and creativity as they help children to understand and change the world.